disgusting. Tastes like shit.
Little girl is worse.
Hey guys, it's Empress. Welcome to episode 1 of Was It Really That Bad? In this series, I'll give you guys my take on movies and you'll determine, was it really that bad? So, Two of a Kind is a 1983 film that stars John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. Apparently the two stars want to work together again. Also, the studio probably wanted to make bank.
The two of you are sitting here and you're like a candy box, you know what I'm saying? You like it's a great American couple. You like to mate you and sell the children, we can make a fortune. But
John Travolta apparently chose a script with a working title called About a Week, which turned out to be this movie, Two of a Kind. So the movie starts in heaven. Cute idea, but it gets bad quick when they show these old folks. No disrespect to Scatman Crothers and the rest of these actors, but they were all past their prime and their appearances just really date the movie, at least for me. I guess Hollywood was going through some weird transition of old and new. Just as an observer of old pop culture, that seemed to be happening in the early 80s. But back to the movie. So within the first 3 minutes, a Shakespeare-quoting god, whose image goes unseen, tells the average Joe-looking angels,
I want to start over.
You mean really start over?
Right.
they tried to persuade him.
but there's still a lot of goodness left in the world.
She's right, there is. Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, alright, prove it. So, it's not far-fetched
That kid?
that John Travolta rocking some crazy 80 shades is who the angels pick. Wait. Were those shades even cool then? We learned from the jump he has a major problem, and that is only some gangster $13,000 by 6 o'clock. And if he doesn't pay up,
I'm gonna take your ears. You understand?
I must admit, John Travolta's pretty blue eyes and gives me hope that this movie will be good. Dang, how big were cars in the 80s? This looks like a steelboat on wheels. Okay, let me stop clowning the 80s. So, John Travolta goes to his dusty apartment that has all these homemade gadgets. Like, they totally want to show off his inventions. So, dude literally turns everything on. I can't believe it costed $13,000 to make this crap. Oh yeah, did I mention that his character's name is Zach? Zach is such a cornball name. There's only like one cool Zach. Sorry for all those Zachs out there. So anyways, this guy is stressed to the point where he's eating peanuts and rocking in a rocking chair while staring at a picture that we could only assume is his father. The gangster calls him and
I want that money and I want all of it.
so Zach gets a bright idea to rob a bank in a bag wig and a fake mustache that can't seem to stay on. Olivia Newton-John, whose character name is Debbie, is the bank teller he sticks up. But the gag is she fills the bag with papers and envelopes and keeps the money all for herself.
Look what I got.
My definition of a sweet lick. An even smarter thing she does is openly flirts with him
I'm single.
to divert attention. Even though she got fired, this was brilliant. Okay, Debbie, I see you. But apparently her getting fired is a common occurrence.
Wait, why'd you get fired this time?
Oh, they say I flirted with a bank robber. What?
Was leaving a shopping bag at the bank really a thing in the 80s?
And take the shopping bag that I left here yesterday and fill it.
Okay.
The good old days where robberies could happen without surveillance. So Debbie comes home to an annoying roommate, bill collectors, and a creepy nosy landlord who doesn't know personal space. And he says he caught a cold from her cat.
Humans don't catch colds from cats, Mr.
He came
Chopper.
down the fire escape and in my window and sat on my chest and gave me a cold. Now look, I wouldn't mind catching a cold from you.
Really, bruh? Another really bruh moment is this scene with fake dogs barking. The gangsters wasn't falling for it in 1983, and I'm certainly not falling for it now.
Get in there. How? Like this.
Zach escapes and the next scene is really too long. He ends up flying from the top of a van and falling onto You guessed it, Debbie. Up in heaven, the old angels are still bargaining with God not to destroy the world, but there's a condition which turns out to be the whole plot.
You're going to show me a miracle that proves man is worth saving. Okay. I like it, actually. But on one condition. Her.
Her?
Yeah.
The bank teller?
He has to make a sacrifice for her?
And she for him.
Not to mention this guy who was supposed to be the devil enters the scene. He's mad annoying. Debbie is featured in the morning paper.
Bank robber flirts and escapes with 15,000 smackaroos.
Zach isn't happy about it.
Bitch.
In her spare time, we find out she's an aspiring actress. Her acting coach thinks she's pretty bad.
Come on, you're just trying to avoid the real feelings.
I feel like laughing.
And another way to avoid what you really feel is to argue with me.
I'm not arguing with you, Owen.
Until she sees Zach and starts screaming.
That's it! Hey, come on! Fine, now just see it. See him! It's real now, see it! Just keep seeing it. It's right there! That's it, that's right. Keep telling me. That's right.
Now this scene is actually pretty funny and one of the best in the movie. Debbie's classmates even think her acting has improved.
How was it? It was an unbelievable exercise.
Terrific.
I wasn't kidding. He was right there.
So she comes home to her apartment and surprise, surprise, guess who's there? Zach. And he wants his money, which is technically the bank's money.
What money?
Get it.
I don't have it.
Get it!
You know, Debbie stalls until...
8,600, that's all there is, I swear.
8,600? Get it. Get it!
Wow, can't believe she threw that money at him.
Shit. Yeah, I'm tired of that. It was so disrespectful. You done hit me in my mouth with some goddamn money.
Then there's this joke about her doorknob.
Hold the nuts while you screw.
I'll let you guys take that how you want it. So after all this happens, she hears her roommate's boyfriend talking bad about her.
I don't care if she hears me.
Apparently, she made them miss a play or something, and so she decides to catch up with Zach on the street while some bad 80s music plays. He tells her he owes the gangster some money and about his invention.
Check it out.
Your invention?
Yes.
Sunglasses?
Ah, but they're edible.
That's disgusting. Tastes like shit.
Cornball. Cornball.
And I was going to buy you dinner.
Oh, really? With what?
I'll owe you.
Come on.
Along this walk, she decides she wants to go on a date with this guy. Can you believe it? Clearly, Debbie out here looking for trouble and doesn't care about her future or her well-being. They end up at this high-end buffet that looks really weird. I legit didn't know buffets could be this classy. Then this happens.
Fast forward. Reason, rewind.
I'm guessing this whole fast forward rewind effect was new because they sure did overuse it. This was another scene that was just a bit too long and the gangster still didn't get his money. So Debbie gets mad at Zach because he left her at the restaurant, but she's the one who left him. Of course, she invites him in. We know what ensues next. Well, until her roommate Rue's boyfriend barges in on them.
Hurry, don't stop. Don't stop. You know how long it's been since this woman...
Oh, come on.
Let this in.
Yo, this man literally had no chill. Oh, and shout out to a young John Travolta looking like a vintage snack. So they get all romantic and go on a carriage ride. That reminds me of another movie John released that same year. Things really begin to move fast for these two. So fast that we get a super cute montage with Twist of Fate playing.
It's gotta be a strange twist of fate, telling me to heaven that way.
Ah, that's my song. A couple weeks ago, I reacted to the dope, amazing song Twist of Fate. Sounded like no other Olivia Newton-John song I've ever heard. These scenes are legit the best in the movie. So after their little date, they go back to Debbie's apartment and Zach's all frisky and she's kind of into him until she checks her voicemail. Apparently, she lost a role she was casted for in the same day because she didn't show up. Jeez, I never knew off-Broadway plays were so ruthless.
The other parts?
There won't be other parts. You don't understand. I've been here for 8 months. How many parts do you think there are for an Australian who's never worked a day in this town?
One thing I love about Olivia Newton-John is she always reps Australia.
Yes, it's always Australia for me.
But hold up. She's been in America only 8 months and get into all this trouble? Wow. So they argue some more, and the devil wearing this ugly pimp-looking suit lets the gangster and his dumb goon know that Zach is upstairs in Debbie's apartment. Hey, is that Olivia's mom in this photo? They kind of look alike, right? As they're arguing, the gangsters just pop up in her apartment.
Got it, girl.
And then this weird subplot things happen when the goon gets tired of being bullied and turns on the gangster. So Zach and Debbie escape, but it still doesn't work because they get arrested, all thanks to the devil.
I think you're evil! Evil!
Down at the precinct, Ernie Hudson is the police officer who tries to get them to flip on each other. Now it feels like I'm watching First 48, like legit. Debbie keeps the street code and doesn't snitch, even when she hears the audio Zach saying.
Art, she did take the money, okay?
I went to her window at the bank. She gave me what I thought was the money. But when I got home, that bag was filled with envelopes and papers. She took it.
But she still doesn't flip on him. Zach, that was lame.
Cornball. Cornball.
So they go to court. Somehow Debbie doesn't get jail time, and she lets Zach know she kept it 100.
What do you mean?
Just a shame that you can be tricked, isn't it, Zach?
As Zach realizes he lost his girl of all of 5 days, and he still owes that gangster some of that $13,000. Look at his dusty apartment.
Now you feel, boy. Stupid, huh? You look stupid.
According to the angels, since Zach didn't make the ultimate sacrifice, the world is about to end, and now the devil feels kind of dumb.
He's going to end life. It'll be like man never existed, because no one will be here to remember him.
So Debbie's broke, and she's waiting tables now, and out of nowhere, Zach pops up on some, "Oh, I'm sorry, miss."
What time do you get off?
Dude, you could have really got this lady deported. So while all this is happening, a robbery is taking place across the street, and the robber runs into the diner Debbie works at and holds her, of all people, hostage. Next thing we know, Zach turns into Spider-Man and makes the ultimate sacrifice by taking a bullet through the heart for Debbie. So noble, especially for a girl he's only known for about a week. Ah, there's that working title. The clock strikes 12 midnight. Zach wakes up and has no traces of being shot.
What happened?
You were shot.
Wow. They tell each other they love each other.
Did I hear you say that you love me?
And in that moment, they get a life extension by divine intervention. Ah, y'all caught what I just did there? We find out the devil had a heart after all, as he was behind the robbery.
Those didn't belong to me.
Plus, the typical 80s cheese is laid on as the neighborhood cheers on Debbie and Zach. Then the head angel dude, don't know his name, tosses Zach a Shakespeare book and disappears.
God, this has been a crazy week.
Sure has.
So Debbie and Zach walk down the street, I guess to her place because we know he doesn't have no furniture.
You look dusty.
That's probably the real reason why he wanted to get back with her. Twist of Fate is cued in, and the song is a banger, so you finish the movie on a happy note. Why did they name the movie Twist of Fate? Seems to have a better ring, right? 2. What kind of future do these two have ahead of them? Maybe scamming? All in all, I think Two of a Kind had potential. But as you just saw, it wasn't his fate for the scammer inventor and the sometimes shady wannabe actress to just get it right the second time around.